Muslim immigrants into Europe?
Into Europe
إلى أوروبا، المسلم يروحون أوروبا.
أوروبا. Okay. You know, beginning of Islam, this happened when Prophet Muhammad came. The Arab in Mecca, first they refuse to believe. So we have like a small group with him. He sent him to the Habasha, meaning Ethiopia today. He tell him there is king Adil.
He's just.
Go there and be there till I build my
Makes the, yeah.
then come back. So they go there in Ethiopia. That time they go in Habasha. They sit there. Even the non-Muslim from Mecca, they go after him. And that king was, that time is Christian. He believed in Jesus' book. He tell him, these people, what they talking is the same my book. And the book of Muhammad is the same. So I have to save him. Go back. He sent him back. So this happened first when Prophet Muhammad came. Then, even before 200 years, in Europe happened refugee European coming to the Morocco, coming to the Damascus. We accept him as refugee. If you go back to the history. So this is the happen. Sometimes also the Turkish, the Ottomani Turkish, they help the British will come hungry. They send them so many food and sheep and they help him. This is we are human. If something happen here, our country war, people they see where is the peace, where I can get my children education and safe to not kill me. So this is normal. Happened in Europe before, happened here. That's normal because we are human at the end of the day.
So what do you think about the people that came here, like came to Europe, the Christian immigrants coming to your country? What do you think about them?
Also, we're thinking they have to come and we give him reception, good reception, because even Prophet Muhammad says, who is coming non-Muslim to your country, the day he come from the airport, do he have visa? That means he have peace. Nobody can tell him bad word, nobody can kill him. If someone kill him, the Prophet Muhammad says, he not entering the paradise. Even he is not Muslim, but he have agreement. The government Muslim give agreement because that's why he have peace. So you see now Dubai and everywhere, Arab countries and Muslim countries, they receive him. They give him reception. This is our religion, says like that. Don't kill him, give him reception, receive him like I receive you now in my house. It's normal. Yes, our book, the Quran and the Prophet Muhammad says, the guest you have taken 3 days is the must. After 3 days is fair.
So you think it's just natural, it's in human nature?
Yeah, they like Dubai to come, spending time. The government opened the door, and also Emirati people, Muslim people going to the Germany, London, to hotels, tourists. No?
So what do you think about non-believing people then? Non-believing people who don't believe in Allah.
This is Allah says, La ikraha fi din.
Nobody forces you to believe in something specific.
But we have to give him da'wah. We have to tell him Allah is there, Prophet Muhammad is there. We believe all prophets. Jesus. If we not believe the Jesus, we are not going to the paradise. We have to believe Jesus, Musa, all from Adam to the Muhammad. We have to believe. If we not believe, we not come Muslim.
So you have to even believe in other religions or
Not there is books. Musa have one book, Jesus have one book. All these books we have to believe. Before they change. After they change, we can't believe. Like in the original books, they have in Roma, they have other place. That books is coming from Allah. But the end of the books is the Quran, making all the books one and add something good. The end of the Prophet Muhammad is the end.
do you think people in your region where you live are more believing than people in other places? So do you think maybe people in Europe or people in
And we
other
believe
countries-
our religion is the correct religion. Is the last book is the Quran. We believe we believe in the right book is the Quran, and we have to call the other people non-Muslim to good way, as Allah says, "Ud'u ila sabil rabbika bil hikmah wal maw'izati al-hasanah wajadilhum billati ahsan." Is the chapter of the Quran says you have to give him invitation, tell him about the Quran, about the nice way. This is what we can do, and this is what we are, why we are here now. To explain.
But do you think like people in Dubai or Abu Dhabi believe less in Allah, or do you think they all believe the same?
See,
Like, so
we have,
they're all following the guidelines, or do you think in some regions there might be breaking the guidelines?
I think that the Muslim, every religion, we are Muslim all. We have to believe Allah. Then Iman is me, maybe I have less, maybe she have more Iman.
Faith.
Yes.
Faith, yes.
So people different, but we are all Muslim and pray 5 times a day. Alhamdulillah. Yeah. There is some people, there is everywhere you can get bad Muslim who not practice the Salah. This is, he will take care of himself the day of the judgment.
So where were you born?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm born in Somalia. I'm original Somali.
Right. So when did you move to the Emirates?
2000.
What made you want to come here?
This is a Muslim country first, and the peace country. So I like to be near my family here and doing business, and alhamdulillah. And the government also doing something good for us, alhamdulillah.
Let me ask you where you come from.
I'm from Canada, original Canadian.
And you were born there.
Yes.
And when did you move to the Emirates?
I moved to the Middle East in 2000, beginning of 2001, and I came to the Emirates by the end of 2001.
And what made you want to move here?
Well, I moved there from my marriage, not by choice, but
And one now question that you might not straight be able to answer, but what do you think about non-Muslims? Do you think that they should be considering becoming a Muslim or converting, or do you think it's okay what they do and they can follow their?
definitely, since I converted myself some years ago, about 16 years ago now, I can tell you from experience that the people who don't have Islam, they're incomplete. People will turn to work, people will turn to drugs, some people with alcohol, some people will turn to have excessive amount of friends, some people will turn to different things to forget what's missing, but there's definitely a missing piece. And that was, everybody's kind of searching for that missing link. And of course, for me, if I became Muslim, it's because I came to know with proof that this is the religion that is sent from God, our Creator, which we are supposed to follow. I did not become Muslim because I got married or because, I really became Muslim because I saw the proof that this is the religion that God created us with. And so, of course, I would like to see as many people as possible take Islam and accept Islam, because it's a perfect system for us, because of course it's the instruction book that came with our creation. So it gives us a perfect way of life, it gives us the happiest in this life, and hopefully the happiest in the next life. So of course I would like to see everybody take Islam, but that's most likely not going to happen. But there's no judgment on those who are not Muslim. They need information, they need guidance, they need, and with gentleness, with care. Always, I remember this one story, very short, from the Prophet ﷺ. When he was at some point coming out of his house, he would be stoned. Someone in the neighbor house would throw him one stone. And one morning, he came out and nobody threw a stone. And he got worried. Maybe he's sick. He didn't send me the stone this morning. He went and knocked on the door, and he said, I wasn't throwing a stone today. Is he sick? And they let him in the house, and he was sick. And this, he was actually dying, I believe.
He's Jewish, yes.
He was Jew, yeah. He was Jewish, and he was very sick and almost at the dying point. And his father ordered him to obey Muhammad ﷺ. And I think he took Islam before he died.
Yeah, he asked him, say La ilaha illallah, Muhammad Rasulullah. Yeah, come to Islam.
Yes.
Talk to the son.
Yes.
The son looking at his father. The father says, obey Muhammad. Because he come to the house, they was the enemy, then they come to us. How are we coming?
And that's the gentleness of the Prophet ﷺ. People end up believing in him because he had the best character there ever was. One time he had a herd of so many sheep with him, and some person who had nothing said, can I have one or two so I can provide for my family? He gave everything, every single one of them. And that person went back to his village saying, there is this man who does not fear poverty. He must have the truth in his hands, because he doesn't fear poverty at all. There must be something with him. So this is the religion that is so beautiful, and that's what the non-Muslim need to see. And I wish and I pray that the Muslim will come closer to their religion to show it correctly, and so that the non-Muslim can see it in the right way, and so that we become an example for the non-Muslims, and so they can see the truth. Yeah. So basically, that's what I think.
Before you said there was those are new things when you converted and everything. So I wanted to ask you, what do you think about the rights and duties of a woman in Islam? Was it hard for you to learn them or to follow them, or how did you take them in?
The rights and duties of a woman. Let's talk about the responsibilities. The men and the women in Islam, they have sets of responsibilities that are different, and they are founded into, we have different bodies. So of course men will not carry the babies, they will not be pregnant, so this obviously falls on the women. And if the woman will be pregnant and carry the babies, therefore she's going to be breastfeeding, inshallah, and then she needs to care for the babies. And we know relationship with mother and children is different from father relationship to children. And so the task, the duties of the woman is actually family oriented. And the duties, if she's going to be busy with that, then obviously someone needs to go out and bring the essential for this to function, and that's the man's job. So it doesn't mean, for example, that a woman cannot go out of her house and serve the society. We need, actually, women to be doctors and to serve the women their rights. Like, if I have a breastfeeding problem or I have a woman problem, I don't want a man in front of me. Of course, I want a woman, and I want the woman to be professional and to be educated and to know what she's doing. So in all fields of society, we need some women to take care, to be professionals and to go out and to serve the population. But the primary duty, of course, of the woman is to serve the family because of who she is. And the primary duty of the man is to serve his family, to provide for his family because of that's his nature. And so that's perfectly fair. Now, if I don't have any children, I have extra time, I can, and I want to, I can go out and serve the population, serve the ummah, serve the society. If I don't want to, I also have the right to stay home. This becomes my right, which is that as a woman, the man is responsible for us, and I have the right to be provided for. So I have the right to be fed properly, to be clothed properly, to have a home that is proper for me and my needs, and to also keep my standard. So if I was a rich person coming from a noble family, then my husband, when he marries me, needs to keep my standard at minimum. If he can increase upon it, like if we say I come from a lower class family, he can increase my status and my financial status, but he cannot take it down. So this is my right as a Muslim woman. And so my rights are pretty strong, actually, because I'm responsible for the children, and because of my nature, of course, I most likely will have children and need to take care. Then I have the right to all these things. It's not that I have to become pregnant, have family, and then I also have to go out and care for the money and make sure I have food on my table. That doesn't make sense. That makes actually the husband pretty useless at that point, because what's his role then in that case? Because he's not going to carry the children, he's not going to breastfeed, and so he needs to take his side of the. So we have sometimes a little inside joke saying that I'm Ministry of Interior, and he's President or Ministry of Exterior, because inside the home is my ministry and outside is his ministry, and which is very nice because it's complementary. And usually men by nature, they love that the woman really takes good care of her house, and that becomes like the quality of a woman. And the man likes to be taken care of, so when he comes, he's being taken care of, and also that doesn't take him away though from entering the kitchen and helping me, because I had a long day, and my days don't finish. Children maybe will be sick at night, I will be getting up. So sometimes the Sunnah, the Prophet ﷺ used to go in the kitchen and help his wives. And he used to sew his own clothes, and he used to do a lot of things. So it's not that the husband is not to help the wife. Actually, a lot of men don't, which is wrong. It's not following the Sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ. So basically the rights and duties and responsibilities of women, they're in perfect balance with the ones of the men. I think the problem comes in when one or both don't take care, don't understand these rights and responsibilities, and don't take care to actually enact them. So a woman that's at home, from the outside she might look like she's doing school all day, but the woman who's really taking care of her house, of her children, and she really cares about having a good environment, she would be very busy all day long. And the husband that really wants to take care of his family, he will actually come home and he had a full day, and then he will come home and, okay, this needs fixing, do you need help in the kitchen? So both parents actually complement each other in their role, and that becomes actually a strengthening bond between the husband and wife, and the children actually have a really excellent model to follow after.
Cut. So the camera is still running right now, but we need 2 more questions. We cut out what I'm saying now. We need, first of all, what happens with the money that you earn, because Abdallah told me that the money that you earn is never touched.
Right.
And we need the maybe just a small overview or a small reference between Shia and Sunni, so the people get also a kind of understanding of it, but very, very brief everything. And those questions are also very major. So I would say, like after you finish your question, what's the difference between what's the difference between Shia and Sunni, very briefly, and what happens with the money that she earns outside of the house? So
okay.
I would say 3, 2, 1, go.
What is the difference between Shia and Sunni?
There's a lot of differences between Shia and Sunni, and I think to understand the differences we would have to go just back in history and see how it all began.
Who created the Shia?
Who created the Shia? Yeah, that's the question.
Who created the Shia? Because this is started from this question. The Shia created the Jews to make the 2 parts Muslim. They create Shia, then they have to جسم الإنسان شيء غريب. يعني لو جسمك حد يعطيك كلية خربان ما تقدر تمشي صح. الجيوش اللي شيء على كبد خربان في جسم الإنسان هم مثل هذا في جسم الإنسان. يمكن شيء inside our system to not grow into Islam. So Shia is another face of Jewish created, because they create to come inside the Islam. Every time they want a problem, they will start. You understand? And they support him also.
The sad thing is now the Shia of today, a lot of them don't know that this is a group that was created not too long after the Prophet ﷺ died, and therefore now the perspective is lost. But if we study the history, it's clear that it's completely different and in opposition, unfortunately.
They show to the people there is different Islam. Shia Islam, Sunnah Islam, like they make you separate, then they can control you. This is Shia. It's like that. There is no religion of Shia. We have Sunnah, Prophet Muhammad saying, explaining the book Quran, good way. Shia coming to try to change. But the Quran, Allah says, anyone can't change. If someone tries to change, I am saving some chapters. She saves some chapters. We are starting to print it again. Nobody can change the Quran, but they try to change what the Prophet Muhammad says. Also, they can't change, but they get some people haven't knowledge. They put it some here. Prophet Muhammad says, so they win that part, but not too much percentage. Also, in Iran, before 100 years, there was not Shia. Before they come Shia, they support him Jewish money and politics. Now they are looking strong. Even if they have a nuclear bomb, they won't attack. This is very clear because they are representatives of people against Islam.
Sorry, I have to cut again. We take this part out, but wait, I'm just closing the camera.